And there the Mavericks earlier getting set to play. It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. And brought to you by State Farm, a chance here to look at the starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Dirk Nowitzki?
Well, Dirk is just so good at the offensive end of the floor, Kevin. The ability to shoot over the top of people. He's added so many things to his game, too. Post-ups, getting to the rim, being aggressive, and going to the foul line. Dirk Nowitzki, a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question.
Most definitely, Steve. This guy has been phenomenal throughout his career, and very few situations bother him. He's clutch as a scorer, and he's more clutch because he's an excellent free throw shooter, too.
You look at the Rockets. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than the winless homestand they just concluded.
Well, I'll tell you what, for bragging rights alone, this is a big game because these teams measure themselves against each other. So records and standings and everything else kind of takes a back seat to just the simple head-to-head aspect of it.
And you know what? That's something we love about rivalries as big as this one. I mean, the stakes are always high. No matter what time of year it is or where the teams stand, it's all about this one game. Special. He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Makes the lead pass. It's stolen by Johnson. And now it's Lynn running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
What a talented leaper. Loves to climb up and throw it down. Man.
Oh, Clarkie gets up so quickly, doesn't he?
It's like a pogo stick.
Oh, my gosh. Not a lot of point guards in the league can jam like he can.
That's for sure.
And he's able to finish, guys, amongst all the big fellas in the paint. Just amazing athleticism.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at that face.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
Well, you look at the Rockets head coach Kevin McHale in just his second full season as an NBA coach.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time. Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You got to just shake your head on that one. It's amazing what Jeremy Lin has had to overcome throughout his career. Always been a winner. In fact, his high school team went 32-1 and won the California state title. And he was even the California High School State Player of the Year and still didn't get a single Division I scholarship offer. Ended up paying his own way at Harvard.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And in that game, Kevin, they found a lot of ways to exploit that defense and then just took it to them.
Yeah, it was simple. Real simple. Nothing fancy there. Everything plain and well executed, Steve.
Steve, you mentioned Harvard, like the other Ivy League schools, no athletic scholarships. Harvard has produced more U.S. presidents than it has NBA players.
Well, that's something to be said about Harvard. Its focus is obviously on providing and producing leaders, and Jeremy went undrafted, Lynn did. He mostly rode the bench in his first season and bounced around a little bit, but when the opportunity presented itself in New York, he was ready to take advantage of it, and credit him for that.
Nowitzki outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Mayo with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. From deep, Beaubois can't hit. And Houston the other way now. This is their second game playing the Mavericks this season.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game, Clark. They can be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
You know, Houston for the last several years has tried to get a star player on the roster, but it's so difficult to do. There's only about 10 of them in the entire league. But what they've done is they've put a lot of good players on the floor. They've built their asset base, and they're poised to make a deal when the right one comes their way.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And it's Carter missing.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Really, if you don't have a top 10 player in the league.
That was awesome.
Look out below.
Well, I don't know how he got it in his mind to go for that. Very bold to toss the alley-oop to himself there.
But he nailed it, and his teammates are loving it.
I think the first guy I ever saw do that was Tracy McGrady back in an All-Star game years ago. It's a pretty amazing play.
.135 left to play in the first. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Shoots over Patterson. Here's Kaman. And at last, they get one to fall. Kaman's got his first 2 points of the night. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. The Mavericks, number 1.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out. And it's been game after game after game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Collison kicks to Brand. Back to Collison. Shot from the low block. Jefferson. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Jefferson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Cunningham in for Delonte West. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jawan Johnson's checked in for White. Jones comes in for Marcus Morris. Gary Forbes checked in for Carlos Delfino. And it's Martin in for Lamb.
Well, it's been back and forth. Really good battle here.
Yeah, a real strong battle, guys. And it looks like it may come down to which team has the ball last as far as who wins.
Cunningham. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've shot the ball well all season long from the free throw line, about 81%.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Chris Kaman's checked in for Nowitzki. Carter comes in for Richard Jefferson. And it's Bobois in for Darren Collison. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Houston. Jeremy Lin comes in for Kevin Martin. Here's Forbes. Got it. Good job in the low post. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair, back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
Now here is Carter. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. 3 seconds left, and he hits the jump shot.
Both sides really coming out of the gate firing here.
Guys, they look like they were raring to go in this one. A lot of offense early on.
And on his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Mavericks ahead, up 1. And we'll get going after this.
Next Monday night, 10.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Bobois out there with Mayo. Then there's Chris Kaman. Then it's Elton Brand. And it's Carter in at the 3 slot. No good from Brand.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Lynn, that's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. Mavericks trailed by 3.
And there's Jeremy Lin. He's so good at driving the lane. Excellent ball handler, crafty finisher inside, stronger than he looks, and really understands angles. And that's how he's able to get that shot off in the lane.
Dishes it to Patterson. Passes it to Jones. And that one's good. And it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin. And, you know, going back to Jeremy Lin, guys, his ability to finish in the lane is quite unique. I mean, he's really worked to develop his floaters and runners, whether off 1 foot or a jump stop. For a guard, that shot can really be a game changer inside. As a matter of fact, I think every guard needs to have that in his repertoire.
And it's good. Lin's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, he got 1 step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
In a moment now to see nice 3-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate 3-point shooting 2 men in the league. O.J. Mayo 3rd.
These are the gunners, guys. They've got the green light at all times because we know what they can do beyond the arc.
Freedom given is freedom earned, Steve. By putting up those kinds of numbers, they've earned their freedom. And at that position, you got a job to do, and they do it well.
Douglas dishes to White. Outside Martin. 3-pointer. Here's Johnson. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
You know, once he corralled that rebound, he was in just the right spot to power it back down.
And you could see it coming too, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that was going to be a simple little putback. He saw the angle and he gave it a little something extra.
Douglas with it. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And that one's good.
And Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Mavericks, actually coached previously in Detroit and Indiana. And, you know, he won the Coach of the Year in his very first season as a head coach, 2002 with Detroit.
Johnson outside. It's taken away by Collison. The alley-oop pass. No good from Brand.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Oh, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
Martin kicks to Douglas. Back to Martin. Goes straight up. That's good with a Douglas assist. Douglas has got 4 assists in the game. And going back to Rick Carlisle's time in Detroit, he'd gotten them as far as the conference finals in his second season, but was shown the door just prior to their championship year in 2004.
Yeah, the Pistons won the title the next year, so a move that obviously was justified, but a strange move nonetheless. Rick Carlisle had plenty of success, but that's the NBA. Coaches get blamed for everything, and to Carlisle's credit, he just moved on, kept working, and has had tremendous success ever since. And I like the awareness they had there. Guys were headed out on the break the instant the steal was made.
And they got the easy bucket because of it.
And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dominique Jones comes in for Dante Jones. And it's Bobo in for Delonte West. Houston also making some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Lamb in there for Kevin Martin. Lin's shot is off.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
From deep, Bobois. And it's Lin with the rebound. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss.
Oh, are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
How about that elevation? Man, some major hops and vertical there.
That's your point guard right there, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable, aren't they? Some of the best athletes in the world playing that position.
Amazing. These guys able to create and dominate.
Kaman backing down. A jump hook hits the bucket.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside. Well, Dirk Nowitzki's going to walk away from his career with a number of distinctions. Best European player ever, best shooting 7-footer of all time. Obviously one of the game's all-time great scorers. First ballot Hall of Famer. Not bad for a skinny kid out of West Germany.
Now Carter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Lamb with the ball. Kaman's there. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter. You talk about all that Dirk Nowitzki has achieved. When he was taken ninth back in 1998, who could have imagined how his career would develop? In fact, he was drafted by Milwaukee and then traded for Robert Tractor Trailer. Unbelievable.
Not many, Kevin, and as much as he opened the door even wider for European players, it's been his work ethic and dedication to the game that's really put him in a class by himself, and that really separates the vast majority of the great players, Kevin. Work ethic and dedication.
Here's Carter, and he lays it straight in. Carter's got 11 points.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
And Patterson kicks to Lamb. Over Jones. No good from Lamb. The Mavericks leading. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
Yeah, no question for the Thunder. That's a game they'd really like to have.
The alley-oop pass right into the layup. Outstanding play that time.
Absolutely. The technique couldn't have been any better.
Well, that's 2 guys who really love playing together, and it shows on that play.
Beauvoir, that's good. 7 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Forbes with 2 seconds left. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And we're through 2 here and a good one.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studio, they're at the breakout at American Airlines Center in what's been a tight game. It's a close game for the Mavericks going up against the Houston Rockets. They've dialed in from long range an incredible shooting performance from outside. Through 2 quarters, O.J. Mayo's in complete control. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. A scrappy effort by Houston. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. They felt the impact from Juwan Johnson. He has 12 points. And his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. NBA action just getting started here.
Beautiful view here flying north of the city of Dallas, Texas, as we welcome you back. Really an incredible game from O.J. Mayo.
That's been nothing but positive for this team. The way he's been really selective with his shot making. He's been very unselfish. I think this has been an efficient performance for him.
I agree with you, Steve. Very few questionable decisions, if any, from him, as he has always looked for the best shot every trip down the floor. I mean, I like the fact that he's judicious in his approach.
So on the floor for Houston, Jeremy Lin and Kevin Martin manning the back. Chandler Parsons out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Johnson in at center. The Rockets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Well, pretty good numbers this season at the line for this club. Right around 78% as a team.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And Patterson drops them both. Mavericks leading by 4. And Beauvoir kicks to Nowitzki. Carter. The shot from the low post is good. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the main strength of his is his finishing ability in tight. And even if you get a body on him, he can power it through the contact.
He's got plenty of sweetener in this game, a little flair in his package. Not a guy you have to call a play for. He can size you up and take you apart.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Well, great job preventing that ball from getting into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if he doesn't make that steal.
Now we're cooking with gas, partner. My goodness.
A breathtaking display of aerial supremacy, no doubt.
It's almost unfair, guys. I mean, when you can get up that high, that's crazy.
The offensive rebound. Patterson, that's good.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
And it's Carter missing.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
3-pointer, Martin. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 7th assist in the game.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
Well, what you love about Kevin Martin is just the efficiency offensively. He makes a lot of three-pointers, and he gets to the line at will. He's quick, and he develops angles on his drives where he draws a lot of contact, forcing the officials to call fouls.
Shot clock at 2. Mayo. That's good.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Left side, Martin. Mavericks with the rebound. Damon's got 5 rebounds tonight. And going back to what you said about Kevin Martin, Steve, 2 seasons ago, he was 3rd in the league in three-pointers made. And Clark, he was 1st in the league in free throws made. What in the world's happened to this guy?
Yeah, that's the most unusual combination you'll see statistically, I think, Kevin. You don't get fouled much when you're shooting from the outside, but he has a tremendous knack when he's healthy and at his best for getting into the paint and drawing fouls, too. You know, with the way they've dominated the glass so far, I'm a little surprised it's still a close game.
Yeah, you've got to take advantage. I mean, you're getting extra possessions, but you're not knocking down shots.
Well, Jeremy Lin in this one, he's got 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense putting on a fantastic performance.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Houston with a big group substitution here. White, he's checked in for Jawan Johnson. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. Carlos Delfino's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Kevin Martin. Rockets trail. Douglas the pass to Lynn. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Rang kicks it to West. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. And the Rockets take it the other way. And the pass to White. To tie. Delfino. And some nice passing there by Houston. He dishes it to Douglas. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Jefferson kicks to Collison. And he's good on the 3-ball. Collison's got 6 points. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Mavericks leading by 5. West dishes to Jones. Graham passes to Jones. And here is West. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
A lot of the points they've given up have come on open threes like that one. And that has to be disconcerting and frustrating to their coach.
Well, they should know better. I mean, they read the scouting report. You can't leave these guys wide open on the perimeter.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
And a good time here to go over our 2K leaderboard and see which point guards have had the hottest hand at the free throw line over the last 10 games. And you look at Douglas, deadly on the stripe. Someone you do not want to foul.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome is going to be. So it sort of prevents the defense from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
That's exactly right. I mean, you'd rather dare them to make a shot than risk sending them to the stripe. That's almost free points for them. At least there's a chance they'll miss from the floor.
Grant kicks to Collison from the arc, and the shot is good. Collison's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 three-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing him. I think they've got to find a way to chase him off the three-point line. Flying through the air.
There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. In low to Brand. Right up. Rises up and throws it down.
The one-handed flush. Very nice.
And a nice strong finish there.
Just punched it home.
Mavericks leading by 4 on the wing. Jones. The kick out to Collison. He feeds it to Jefferson. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Douglas. Douglas has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Inside, Delfino. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And he makes both free throws.
You know, being behind in this game, Kevin, they're doing what they need to do, driving the lane and forcing the defense into some mistakes.
Well, and even if it doesn't fall, they're stopping the clock and getting a chance to score from the line.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bobois can't get it to go. Now, here is Martin. He's got 8. Here's Delfino. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Carter. That's good on the jump shot. Carter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Another nice move from a player we've basically come to expect nothing less from.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Welcome back. It's time for the 4th quarter and time to check in with the 4th member of our team, Doris Burke, to find out who had the Sprite uncontainable game. Doris?
Kevin, our uncontainable game in this one, the stretch by the Mavericks. They put on a show at the defensive end, most of their heroics coming in that second period. It's easy to build a lead like this one when you play great defense.
Doris, thank you. And what a concerted effort they put together tonight.
And, you know, that was really the uncontainable aspect in this game, Kevin. They got on the same page as a team and pretty much did what they wanted for the entire stretch.
Well, clearly it's a different game without that scoring run. That was a game-changing run, no doubt.
Dirk and Kaman, they're inside. Bobo out there with Mayo, and it's Carter in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Nowitzki for 3, and the basket good.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
Douglas against Bobo, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Roddy Bobo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Rockets. Rocket 6. Gets it to go.
Man, they are both lighting it up here.
Exciting basketball, Steve. I mean, it's been back and forth, each side dropping in points every chance they get.
The Mavericks leading, and Bobo kicks to Carter. And it's Carter again missing. And here we go now with Jeremy Lin. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And you can see the strategy has been to take the ball inside here.
That's where you get high percentage looks and draw fouls, Steve, and it's a good way to play.
Shot by Mayo is no good. Rockets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
What a game. This is really fun to watch.
And when games are tight like this, I mean, success or failure can really turn on small details in 1 or 2 plays.
Bobo dishes to Nowitzki. Kicks it to Mayo. Shoots the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Lin kicks to Martin. From 10 feet out, Chris Kaman with the rebound. Kaman's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mayo with it. And it's Lin picking him up. Bobo, the pass to Carter. There's the 3, and that one's good. Carter's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do when a team gets this hot from 3-point land.
All you can really do is hope that they cool off. I mean, the way it's going for them in the second half here, I don't see any sign of that happening.
The feed to Patterson. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lin's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Bobo dishes to Mayo from past the arc. A again. Mayo missing. Rockets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Good. And that's now 10 points for Martin.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
Thanks, Doris. Chris Kamen's checked in for Elton Brand. Here's Lynn. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Unloads from 9, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
He spoke loud on making a statement that play.
Yeah, that was brute force battling for the offensive board, then taking it right back up there.
That's just all about strength and energy, guys.
Feeds it to Kaman. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. And here comes Parsons, leading the fast break. And Patterson kicks to Lynn. Over Carter. Lynn's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. The shot's good from Carter.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's Lynn. Back to Johnson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with 2 hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
Dallas moving it around. Kaman passes to Bobo. He passes to Carter. Puts it up. Good on the shot. Carter's got 10 points in the quarter.
Not a lot stopping him here in the fourth. He's now 4 for 5.
Throws it up high, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Flawless alley-oop that time. That's some real stylish basketball there.
Almost looks like a play they've been rehearsing for a while.
Well, that's the beauty of the alley-oop. It appears that way, but really it's just timing and sort of an innate sense of awareness between two teammates.
That's good. 6 points for Chris Kaman. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
Martin dishes to Parsons. There's the dish to Johnson. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Here's Lynn. It falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, he's really having a nice quarter. Made some big shots for him.
It's good.
And he cannot play any better than he is right now in this quarter, guys.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Martin.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Huge bucket.
They don't get much bigger than that, Steve.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And Bobois gets to Carter. 5 to shoot. Back to Bobois. Shoots over Lynn. Bobois can't get it to go. Timeout call for Rockets. They're behind by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They have enough time here to drive to the hoop. I mean, unless they get a wide open jumper, that's what they should do. because even if you miss, you're more likely to get to the foul line.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time.